Welcome to the border war between Telfair County Trojans and the Dodge County Indians in baseball at Trojan Field. Today's game is sponsored by Deep Productions LLC. For all your streaming and recording needs, Deep Productions. Also sponsored by Deep and Deeper Cleaning LLC. For a really deep clean, call 229-315-2569 and play ball. It's a beautiful day for baseball here at Trojan Field, a newly refurbished Trojan Field. For those of you that haven't been to the stadium, if you take a look at our shot here from the left center field camera, you'll see some stands that have been redone as the game goes on. You'll be able to see the new area where the press box was. It's now kind of like a stage type area. So again, beautiful stadium. The grounds are ready. Beautiful day for baseball. And we at Deep Productions are very excited to have our first ball game that we are testing here. I want to give a special thanks to John Deep, the cameraman, who's on top of our little truck that is being able to bring this with the camera going. In a moment, I'll be joined by Caleb Harrell from Star 102.7, who's going to be joining us. And as we get ready for this afternoon's ball game, the Trojans are the home team. They're in the blue jerseys, gray pants. Dodge County Indians, who've come into Telfair County today, only haven't lost a home game. Don't believe they've lost a game. They're dressed in the red and white. Ryan Dobson is going to the hill, getting ready for the first pitch, as Deep Productions is proud to present today's ball game between the Telfair County Trojans and the Dodge County Indians. Ryan Dobson on the mound, getting ready for the first pitch of the game. Looks like a ball, a little bit low and outside. Trojans again playing a standard defense with the shortstop, second baseman at regular depth, as is the outfield. Line in the pitch. There's a base hit by the Dodge County Indians. Puts a runner on first base with nobody out here in the first inning. If you're just joining us, we're glad to have you aboard as Trojan baseball is getting started today. We got the great seats here just like they do at Wrigley Field with the old bleacher bums. I love the outfield seats. Love to be able to watch all the action as we come to you live from McRae, Georgia and Telfair County. Ryan Dobson will be going into a stretch. Runner takes a smile lead off first. And pitch is a little bit low, ball one. First couple of batters, Ryan has fallen behind in the count, but Ryan on the last game had a great outing with a win last Friday at home over Lanier County. Next pitch looks like it's fouled out of play. Count will be 1-1 strike. Last game was just a couple of days ago against Eccles County, where the Trojans dominated 16-0. But we have a real challenge on our hands today as these Dodge County Indians come in, and I know that they've got some things on their mind too. Tomorrow they got Bleckley County. Another pitch. A little bit low, 2-1 strike to the batter. In about a minute or so, we'll be joined by Caleb Harrell as we continue our coverage of Trojan baseball. Dobson into the stretch of the pitch. Looks like a swing and a miss on that one. Makes the count 2 strikes. There's no score, nobody out. The first batter for Dodge County reached on a solid base hit to left, fielded by Bryce Yawn, who threw it in and kept the runner at first. Runner's taking just a slight lead. Dobson trying to hold him close with the stretch of the pitch. And there it looks like a ground ball to second for one. Cannot get the double play. Again, nice play by Harrison Wood, the second baseman. Third hitter for Dodge County is getting ready to come up. And again, we want to thank Deep Productions for bringing this to us. It's a new venture. We hope that those of you that are watching, if you're interested in possibly being a sponsor or know someone who would, please call me at 229-315-2569. Dodge County sends the third batter to the plate. The pitch looks like it got away from the catcher. And so again, there's a runner on second. I believe we'll have to double check that and see. I believe there he is. The runner made it to second base. Dobson back into the stretch of the pitch. strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ron Dobson's had a very good year so far, as we just mentioned. Pitching. Got a great defense behind him, and the pitch. Looks like a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Seems like we have a little echo in this. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. Well, thank John Deep, who is our technical director, cameraman, director, producer, and a combination. Fly ball coming over towards caught by, it looked like the shortstop, Ian Blankenship. So that's going to be out number 2. Runner on second, I believe, with 2 outs. And again, we want to thank John for all he's doing, because he, like I say, cameraman, director, producer, technical director, combination of things. Right.
Oh, bomb.
There's a hit to the right fielder. He's out. So we go to the bottom of the first inning with no score, and your Trojans coming to bat. Okay, Caleb, we're going to the bottom of the first inning. You've watched a lot of these ball games, more than I have. Ramsey Hancock is leading it off. I wonder, can you tell me a little bit about how Ramsey's been doing this year?
Mr. Deep, Ramsey is a freshman who to me seems to be real seasoned.
Wonderful.
In his first year, he's done a real great job behind the plate so far this season when he's had the opportunity to play.
Great. Looks like he got hit by the pitch, but he's fine. He goes down to first base. And so he's on first base with nobody out. You know, Ramsey comes from a very athletic family. You know, his brother, Rustin, was a great player for the Trojans in baseball. And so it looks like we've got a designated runner coming in for Ramsey, since he is the catcher. That's not to suggest he's slow now.
That's right. That's right. 9 times out of 10, excuse me, Mr.
Go ahead, that's fine.
9 times out of 10, they just, give the catcher the chance to get back into the dugout, and a lot of times it's real hot, get them out of the heat, but
exactly
gives them a chance to get their gear back on and ready to go for the top of the second.
Exactly. First pitch is a strike here to Cameo Blankenship. Now Cameo's a pretty young player too, isn't he, Caleb?
He is, I believe, he is I may be wrong, but I'm thinking sophomore.
Okay. Looks like he fouls it off at the plate. He's in the hole 0-2 with a runner on first. And Caleb, I'm kind of curious, Coach Mercer, I don't know if he's going to be trying to send the runner or see if he takes the lead or if he plays a little conservative here. I'll get another foul off. Cameo doing a great job fighting off those pitches.
And Mr. Deep, to give you the name of the pinch runner, it'd be number 11, Evan Adams.
Evan Adams. Okay, thank you so much. Evan is the pinch runner. He's got a nice lead off first, stretch and pitch. Ball a little bit low and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're here in the bottom of the first. If you're just joining us, Trojans, the home team today. No score, throw back to first. And he gets back in time. Again, Trojans are at bat for those of you just joining us. No score here in the first inning. There's a grounder through the hole. Gets a runner to second, so the Trojans have a little something going. Ramsey Hancock hit by the pitch to begin with, and a single by Cameo Blankenship here in the first. Puts Trojans on first and second with nobody out. One of the things, Caleb, that we want to look at is hopefully we can take advantage of this situation.
Exactly, Mr. Deep. A lot of times when you get a runner on first and second and no outs, you just like you said, you want to take advantage of those opportunities.
And against a good team like Dodge, you better. Looks like a few Dodge County and Trojan fans are in a truck to the right of us. And our batter here, Ian Blankenship, stands in. I tell you, Caleb, Ian's going to be one that we're really going to miss next year, both in baseball and football, wrestling, all-around good athlete. Has had a tremendous career here at Telfair.
He really has.
Runners take the lead off first and second. Nobody out. Trojans at first and second. Ooh, pitch was inside. Looks like that came a little close.
Yeah.
For those of y'all that are listening, again, one of the sound issues we're having is we got a little breeze coming here, and these microphones are ultra sensitive. They're mighty good. So we apologize if there's a little something on audio. We're still working on it. Runner goes back to second. Again, we got a fair crowd here, good crowd on the Trojan side. I would have thought there'd be a few more Dodge County fans here on their side, being that it's kind of a little border war here. I'm sure there'll be some more coming in as the game progresses. Pitch comes in. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Ian.
And Mr. Deep, comment real quick while they have a mount this the point you made earlier about the opportunities, with in this situation again, no outs, runner on first and second. Who knows if this may be your only chance to put that first runner, maybe not. I mean, 2 runs on the board here.
Exactly.
You may or may not get that chance in the later innings. Exactly,
and you figure, Dodge has got, I'm sure, some good pitching. Telfair does too. So if it does become a pitcher's battle, you're absolutely right, Caleb. There would be a situation where a couple of runs early could hold up. All right, we're back in the batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Trojans on first and second. And the pitch.
Caught by the right fielder.
Looks like the runner from second tagged and made it to third. A good heads-up play by our designated runner, number 11, Evan, I believe you said it was?
That's correct.
So Trojans have runners on the corners with 1 out. And Ryan Dobson, the pitcher of record today, has a chance to help his own cause here with a hit. One of the things to look at too here, Caleb, is to see how Ryan does. Is he going to be swinging or is he taking on first pitch? Looks like he took on the first pitch for a call strike. No balls, 1 strike. Pitcher goes into a stretch. And he hooks that one foul. So right off the bat, Ryan's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Here in the first inning, the outfielders for Dodge are playing at regular depth. Not too far back. They're playing about regular. Throw back over and fake over to first. Caleb, would you think we might send the runner from first to second, try to draw a throw?
I believe I would.
Just to kind of see what would happen. Maybe might get 2 in scoring position. Ball is bounced up there for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got 1 out here in the first inning.
And Mr. Deep, in that situation too, it's it can either go really good for you or really bad.
Yes. Ball comes right off the bat and run throw to second for 1 on the first. And I believe he was safe at first, and that means the run scores. So we had a fielder's choice by Ryan Dobson. There seems to be a few members of the gallery that thought it was a little bit closer than it was, but from my vantage point, it looked great. I'm sure he was safe.
I'm sure he was also.
John, we won't do an instant replay that.
No, I just had that on my mind there, Mr. Deep. We're not New York.
There you go, that's it. Well, I believe on our equipment, the replay probably goes to the home team.
That's right.
All right, guys, 2 outs here. Runner on first. Trojans up 1-0 here in the first inning. Pitch in there. Looks like might have been a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Caleb, between innings, we need to talk a little bit about all the renovations that have taken place in this stadium here since last season, and this being our first time here today. Pitch. Looks like a good eye by Trey Best. John, be careful. Trey Best is the home run hitter. So if it comes your way, sacrifice your body to protect the equipment in the truck. Just talked to Trey's dad, Roy Best. I work with him part-time. He's real excited about Trey. And, Trey had to rehab from an injury back in football.
He kind of had a good football season on the field, but it was there was one particular injury.
I was thinking it was towards the beginning of the season,
right.
wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But he's come back. He's hit a few home runs, if I remember, 5 or 6 so far at least. I don't have the stats in front of me.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Pitcher better be very careful with Trey. Ball is low, bounced up there. Nice play by the Dodge County catcher, who is Chandler Davis. Looks like it's a full count, 3 ball, 2 strike count. 2 outs, and they see the runner on first. He's going way back. And it looks like it bounced. Nope. But it bounced over the wall, it looks like. Nope, it was a double. Stand-up double, my mistake. Thank you, Trey, for hitting the spinner.
Yes.
So just like, there you go. So just like that, the Trojans are up 2-0. All this taking place in the first inning with 2 outs. Great, that's a clutch hit there, Caleb.
It is.
Noah Harrelson's coming up to bat, the first baseman, batting left-handed. I believe we're having a little tornado out here. I might have to call in from Wizard of Oz. And again, if there is a little interference on the audio, we apologize for that inconvenience. And the pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Makes the count 1 ball and 1 strike, Caleb. Pitcher goes into the stretch runner on second. Would love to see a 2-out hit. Did he check his swing, and did he go around? Nope, went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, there's a lot of open field between that center fielder and left fielder. I'd love to see him go the opposite way here. Pitch just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 balls. 2-0. Twos across the board to DJ Pacific. Another ball, 3-2. Caleb, we have made this pitcher, Gary Pittman, really work here this first inning.
We have.
He's thrown a lot of pitches here to start with. And the pitch. Looks like he's trying to go the opposite way. Is that hook and foul?
It did. Hook foul and kind of ball.
So we go back to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, if you're just joining us on Deep Productions, this is, even though it's somewhat of a test run, we also hopefully will be able to post this and let some folks check it out, and then hopefully go for real pretty soon. We'll talk more about the company as the game goes on. Swing and a miss. Go ahead, Caleb.
No, I'll just say swing and a miss.
Thank you. Swing and a miss for the out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the first inning with the Trojans with a 2-0 lead. They have 2 runs, 2 hits, whereas Dodge County has no runs and 1 hit. Caleb, as we get ready to go to the second, and again, just a couple of quick things just to ask. What's some of the changes that you've noticed since last season in terms of the field? It looks like they've got rid of the press box.
They have, and they've replaced the press box with, correct me if I'm wrong here, Mr. D, but it's really called shelter.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Shelter.
But basically, and I know John in his head, he's probably shown the shelter up that way. That it's not, yeah, you want to zoom up, but that way the folks at home can check it out. Basically, under that shelter, you've got both the PA announcer and, oh yeah, that looks good, John. You got the PA announcer, the radio booth, and do you know the PA announcer today? Are you related to him, Caleb?
I am by
birth?
there we go. Yeah, by birth.
That'll work. Absolutely. Selena does a great job. She not only has helped with the PA system, but with the radio. She and Joey are TJ's technical advisors.
That's right.
So to speak. But it does this, and we'll talk more about the stadium, but that new addition is real nice. All right, up for bat now is Parker Dixon, the 3rd baseman for Dodge County, to lead off the second inning. He's the 5th batter. Back in the first inning, Dodge had 1 hit, no runs. There is a grounder to short. He scoops and throws. I believe, did he get pulled off the bag, Caleb?
Called him out.
Oh, they
Called him
did
out.
call him out. Okay, I wasn't sure. See, that's the disadvantage when you grow old. You can't always hear or see.
That's right.
So you guess a little
There you
bit.
go.
But again, that's a great put out. That would go, what, 6-3 on the put out?
6-3. That's correct.
And again, the batter now is Daniel Coleman. I marked that at the wrong spot. Let's see. Got the first pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike as we go through, as I'm trying to multitask here. Looks like a foul ball, I believe, on that one. Those of y'all at home thinking, what is he doing? I'm having to answer my wife on a text or I'll be in trouble. Yes, dear, I'll bring the groceries home.
There we go.
There you go. Looks like we had a strikeout there for the second out. Great pitch by Ryan Dobson. Strikeout of Daniel Coleman. That's 2 quick outs here in the top of the second inning. Anthony Johnson, it looks like, the right fielder. I tell you what, Caleb, they're coming up swinging.
They are.
They're not shy about it. You know, I've heard you guys on the radio this year on Star 102.7. We'll give them a plug. And you guys have done a lot of games with Brian. And basically, for the most part, I think he's been very effective. Probably one of their best pitchers, wouldn't you think, Caleb?
He has, and the last home game that we done, that was, in my opinion, his best game so far.
Now, was that the Lanier game last week?
It was. It was the Lanier,
In which he pitched a shutout, I believe.
He did.
I tell you, the competition in single A is extremely fierce, and now playing a Dodge County team, a great test, because I believe they're what, either double or triple A, I'm not sure which.
Double A, I believe.
Double A.
They,
Off-speed pitch.
excuse me, Mr. D.
No,
They've,
that's fine.
over the past year or two, they've went back and forth from double A to triple A.
That's what I was wondering. There's a solid hit. Goes into the corner, but I believe that was a foul ball.
That's right. At first, I was thinking of a good double there.
I did too. Great hustle by the left fielder here, Bryce Young. I believe is Bryce a senior this year?
Bryce is also a senior.
Wow. I tell you what, they grow up mighty fast. Ryan Dobson into the regular wind and deliver. Bounce to the third. Nice play by the third baseman. Makes it look easy. Third baseman Jared Dobson did a great job. It looked like a vacuum cleaner. Sucked that ball up and threw it. If you're scoring at home, I believe that would be what? 5-3?
That's correct.
On the put out. So a 1-2-3 second inning. Come on, Trojans. Let's get a few more runs as we go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Trojans. One of the things is we're out here taking a look on the outfield section. There are a few people with their trucks out here, which is great. We would encourage more after you watch this to come join us out here as we do some more ball games. I tell you what, one of the ones that I'm looking forward to basically is playing Charlton this coming Tuesday.
Me too.
That's always a good game. Now, you know, Charlton's got to travel a couple of thousand miles to get here.
That's right.
But I know they'll be ready. And I'll send a plug out to them. I've checked out their Sportsnet, where I believe they have someone doing the ball games. They do an excellent job, too. TJ knows the radio announcers over there, as you would certainly know.
I think TJ's grown to know about every radio
And even
announcer in this region.
And if they don't know him, he knows them.
That's right.
You know. But absolutely. Well, it's a great day for baseball. I may have to get my jacket in a few minutes when the sun starts to go down.
That's right. It's beginning to get really cool.
It does, but hey, it's been a beautiful day for it.
It has.
All right, leading off for the Trojans, looks like Harrison Wood, the second baseman. And there's the wind of the pitch. And just again, another shout out to the cameraman. Pictures coming real good. It looks great. There is a shot down the left field line. That is fair. Harrison's going around first and second. Is he going to try to make it a triple? He makes the turn but stays at second. In the background, you can hear a number of the Trojan fans cheering. Nice hit by Harrison Wood.
Mr. Deep, make a real quick comment. I feel like I'm sitting out here with you. It almost feels like we're at the Masters and the wind is blowing.
It does. Hey, speaking of the Masters, it'll be coming before you know it.
That's right.
We might have to do a little podcast from Augusta. I don't know if they would appreciate that or not, but I'd love to go up there.
I would too.
The batter now is Bryce Young, the left fielder. Yeah, Caleb, one of the things, I've never played golf. I watch a little bit of it, but there's something magical about the Masters at this time of year.
It is.
Looked like Bryce was attempting to bunt to see if he could maybe push the runner over to third or maybe get on himself. Trojans have done a great job of putting a lot of pressure on this pitcher here at the start of each inning.
You almost play it like a mind game.
You do. It's almost like I say it's a great game of chess because it's a lot of strategies. Looks like it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trojans up 2-0, second inning. Yeah, there is a lot of strategy, you know, that to the common person just watching, it doesn't seem that hard of a game, but there's a lot of strategy, as you say, that goes into it. Runner is going, the bunt down towards the first base line. They had no play but to first. Great job of bunting by Bryce Young. Runner drives the runner to third. Goes back, Caleb, to what you were saying earlier. Runs could be scarce, so we better get them while we can. So we have a runner on third with 1 out, and Jared Dobson, who made a great play at third a minute ago. Up to bat. Let's see, pitcher Izzy goes to the stretch. Now that's part of the strategy too. Does the pitcher want to go to the stretch here to hold the runner closer? At third, he can go to regular windup. Let's see what he goes to here. And the stretch and the pitch. Looks like he got a strike on there.
And a lot of times, Mr. Deep, it's when you have just one runner at third, not on first or second, the pitcher goes to what they feel best in.
Exactly.
The stretch or the windup.
They got to feel comfortable.
Right.
All right, we got a 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out count, and the pitch. I believe, yep, he called that a strike. That umpire does a good job. We can see him way out here in the outfield. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Looks like he swung and missed. Catcher held on. So that would be 2 outs. So we have 2 outs, and Ramsey Hancock, who came up in the first inning, hit by a pitch. Be nice if we could get a base hit here or a pass ball, wild pitch. Let's get that runner home. Bottom of the second, Trojans up 2-0, and the pitch. There is a base hit. So Ramsey gets an RBI, does a great job. And so that makes it 3-0 Trojans. I tell you what, that's about the second 2-out hit. Trey Best had 1 in the first inning. And now Ramsey, those 2-out hits can be deadly, can't they?
They can. And Mr. Steve, it's like I've always told Mike and Jake and TJ also, you know, a lot of times you see what kind of ball you're going to play within the first 3 innings of the ball game.
Exactly. And so far, I like what we're seeing.
I do too.
Batter's Cameo Blankenship. Looks like it was a strike, no ball, 1 strike. Caleb, during the break, we may have to talk a little bit about Braves baseball and what's coming up there pretty soon.
Sounds good to me.
Wild pitch. It looks like Hancock's going to make it to second. So we have a wild pitch.
Well, actually, Mr. Steve,
What's that
probably
okay?
pitch runner same.
That's right. That's right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It takes everybody to keep me straight on these ball games. Runner on second. Pitch is just a little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out here in the second inning. Probably joining us in a little bit, maybe Jacob or Mike. We may shift over to radio for a little bit. We'll see. I feel like Don Sutton and Skip and Pete from those years when they split screen TV and
Radio.
radio, absolutely. 3 balls, 1 strike on the batter. Stretch and the pitch. Got around on it kind of quick. Looks like it's fouled out of play. So I believe, is it a full count or still 3-1? Maybe 3-1. One of the advantages of being out here in the outfield, Caleb, is I love you can see the whole vantage point of the entire ball game. The only disadvantage is hard sometimes to see them balls and strikes.
That's right, thank you. I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. D.
Oh, you call me whatever you want. There's a ground to the short. It looks like, air on that play. He reaches.
I'm sure, Mr. D, you have been called worse at times.
Oh, goodness. We won't go into that. This is a G-rated program.
There we go.
So runners on first and third. This is where let's take advantage of it. Ian Blankenship coming up to bat. As we get to the middle of the order, I got to watch for them home runs just in case. I got my cap on. I could catch it with that maybe. Ball was low. Not enough, though, for the runner to advance. 1 ball, no strike. Runners on the corners. 2 outs here in the second inning. Trojans up 3-0, trying to build on that lead. Pitcher takes it as wide, stretch and throws. Runner was going to second. He's safe. They may just kind of tried to trick the runner on third by throwing to the shortstop, but nothing happened.
Just like we talked earlier, strategy.
That's it. Now you got runners on second and third. 2 outs here. A base hit could mean 2 runs. And the pitch. Ball's right back to the pitcher. Throws to first and he gets out of the inning. Scoring at 1-3 on the putout. But at the end of the second inning, your Trojans are up 3-0. And doing well. Caleb, one of the things about the Braves game, I always enjoy outfield seats. In fact, I love them because for some reason you just have to be on your toes. You never know about it. Have you guys had a chance to go to the new SunTrust Stadium last year?
We did, but we haven't, excuse me. They're in the, let's see. We took a trip to up in the North Georgia and Tennessee, and we went by the stadium. It is a beautiful stadium.
It is beautiful. We had a chance to go to one game last year. The prices were very reasonable for a Braves game, and able to go in. Great seats. We were behind third base. It's a beautiful view of the skyline of Atlanta, and it looks real good. So, again, let's check. Just want to check our picture here. I'm going to tell our technical director and cameraman, if it's a little darker, we would be able to actually not even watch the game. Oh, yeah, it's making some good moves here. All the positions, scoreboard is up. Yeah, checking out that scoreboard. Doesn't that look pretty? Trojans up 3-0, man. Fantastic job. And again, like I said, I hope that the audio is good. If it's not, we'll work on it for the next game. If I could only do something about the way I look instead of the way I sound. Hey, I'd really be something right there.
Same here, Mr. T.
Oh, no, you are. John, one thing you may want to check is the front of the tripod. Is it okay? All right. All right, guys. Again, we're very informal here on this first broadcast. And when we get between innings, we'll talk more about the Braves. And want to give some folks some information about Deep Productions that's coming out. I wonder who that's named for.
I don't know.
And we'll get the website is www.deepproductionsllc.com. And it's a work in progress, but we'd love for you to go look at it. Strikeout right off the bat while I'm running my mouth. That was I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, they just struck out. There's one out here in the third. Okay, that may have been Lowry, I'm sorry. And then DJ Bush is the center fielder coming up the bat with one out. Let's take a look. Had a very aggressive swing. I hope that's going not towards us anyway.
That's right.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Trojans are up 3-0. And again, we're going to give that website out quite a bit, www.dproductionsllc.com. Come visit our site as we're just getting started in this business.
All lowercase.
And it's all lowercase. Thank you, John. All lowercase. And if you are a prospective advertiser, we've got some great rates. And we would love for you to get in touch with us, either through that or I'll give a phone number in a minute. Swing and a miss. I tell you what, Dobson's on fire right now, Caleb.
He is. He must have heard my comment about his last game being one of his best games.
He must have made this one even better. Right now, we're looking at, that's his 3rd strikeout unofficially. I need the professor here. He does a better job on Mike Spires. We're looking forward. He does a great job on keeping those stats.
Mr. Deepin, Mike and his notebook are...
Mike and his notebook are almost as inseparable as a man and his best friend, the dog.
That's right.
If that notebook can bark, there is a base hit to center field, left center. Ball's being thrown in by number 9, Bryce Young. Gary Pittman had that single. He's now 2 for 2. Looks like he's had both of the hits today, Caleb. No, Mike does a great job. On this Saturday morning, we're hoping to have a little podcast.
That's right.
But we're going to maybe talk about all things Telfair Trojan and maybe talk a little bit about the road to the Final Four, man. That's coming soon.
It's a busy time of the year for college.
Oh, man. And, of course, Georgia has a brand new basketball coach. I put my name in the hat to be the coach, but they didn't choose me for some reason.
Well, Mr. Deep, I recommended you, but
well, I know.
I guess that shows how far my word went.
I think what happened is when I came in with a football and not a basketball, I think that's probably what happened. We're about to be joined at the end of this inning by old Jacob Harrell in a minute. Runner on first base for Dodge. A good swing up that way. And again, Jacob, as you get ready to come and join us, we hope you got good notes because my stats are not like the professor's. Jacob and Caleb have got a lot of experience in radio. Throw back to first. Runner safe. But boy, that was a good move by Ryan.
Very good move.
In fact, we were trying to figure a while back on radio, I believe, throughout y'all's two's high school career, y'all broadcast probably over 100, 150 ball games. Basketball, football, baseball, softball. Bounce to the third. Up and throws. And just like that, scored at home 6-3. So we go to the bottom of the third with your Trojans up 3-0. I'm going to take this second. Caleb, why don't you stay here and let's let the Harrell brothers tag team this for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sounds good.
And what you do, you just help yourself. And there's a little bit of an echo, but I don't think that it's that bad. But you might do a little bit. Just put up a chair, bud.
I'm going to let you jump in.
That's fine. Do you need me to go step up there with Mike for a couple of minutes?
No, he's just going to run up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me get the tea.
Well, Dick, we're glad you could join us here on our podcast.
Oh yes, I'm very excited to actually finally get out here and actually look at the game from a different perspective. It's a different view from out here.
It is. Well, me and Mr. Deep were talking almost like, calling the game from Wrigley Field out and out to the bleachers.
Oh yes, the Sunday night baseball from the grandstands.
That's right.
You often think about that, doing it from Wrigley Field, doing it from above the ivy, and also being at the top of the monster up in Boston.
We have a great camera view here today. Ryan Dobson now steps up to the plate. and takes ball 1.
Oh yes, I'm actually real impressed. I mean, just from the very moment that I knew that this equipment come in, I was actually excited to see how this was all going to go down. And of course, this camera view is amazing by all means.
He himself up 2-0 count.
That ball will be shot foul. By all means, Caleb, this is one of your classic spring baseball games where it's very windy out here.
That's right.
The temperature is expected to drop.
Ryan now with a 2-1 count. Ryan hits a hard single into left field.
That'll actually put Ryan at 1 for 2 on the day. This is coming into his second at bat. Mike and I were actually talking a while ago before I came down here to join you guys about his location today from on the mound. There was that one time before I come down here, he had four straight strikes on that outside part of the plate, especially trying to locate toward the corner. You get 4 consecutive strikes. That's impressive.
It is very impressive. Another good hard hit to left field from Trey Betts. Puts 2 runners on now, no outs.
And I'm sure you and Mr. Deep made comment on this just a while ago in Trey's first at bat. He had that long double that he hit that me and Mike talked about that we thought that was going to get caught for a fly out, but it just kept going.
It did. It almost like the wind, carried it.
Mm-hmm. We also got to consider, of course, we talk about bats and baseballs, of course, they soften up and they carry more in the spring once it gets warmer, but also you got to think backspin and wind getting under the ball, it'll cause it to travel.
That's right. The wind can be your friend or it can be your enemy.
Hey, John,
Without a doubt.
I may go up to the radio for an inning and then come back. Is that okay? Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see y'all at the end of how about I come down at the bottom at the end of the 4th inning?
Okay.
And then will somebody cater me real quick?
Okay.
I'm gonna leave my notes, not that they did me any good. Thank you guys. How you like it?
And now we'll have Noah up here to bat now. Noah actually coming in 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout.
Pitch low in the dirt. Jacob, prepare to brace yourself for, as the sun continues to go down, it'll be in our eyes before long.
Oh, yes. It already is beginning to get into our eyes. That'll be 4 balls going to Noah there, getting the walk. Bases are loaded now. Trojans are in a good situation here.
Very good situation. It's always, a plus to have the bases loaded and no outs.
Mike made mention at the point a while ago that the Trojans have a good track record once they strike first and get an early lead, and they can just keep it going. Especially with this Dodge County team here, knowing that they're such a good team, picking up some very well needed power points today. The rivalry that Telfair and Dodge have always had, it's always good to
behind Bryce shot. He takes ball one. Strike one now. Bryce on the count. Swing and miss for Bryce. Today the Dodge pitcher has had to do a lot of work so far.
Yeah, you're actually right, Kaz. I mean, he has to do a lot of work. Trojans doing some good hitting right now, of course. But, I mean, if you were sitting where me and Mike were, just watching his pitches, I mean, especially his two-seam fastball. His two-seam fastball's got some great movement on it. There was one take right there that Cameo had earlier. And it was kind of, to me, it was kind of a bold take because it started to the outside part of the plate. It looked like it was going to be a ball. It remained a ball, but it got close to that outside corner, and I was surprised that Cameo took that pitch. I had to step away from the table for a second. Caleb, can you remind me what Harrison did?
Harrison. I done forgot to. I'm sorry.
We do still have the bases loaded after Ryan singling, Trey Best singling, and Noah walking.
Grounder out to the second baseman. He picks it up, goes to the second, gets down at second, and shortstop makes the throw over to first. And the runner is, I believe is called safe at first, but did get the lead runner at second.
That is right. So you'll have the courtesy runner that came in to run for Ryan, I do believe, was Jacob Mullis, I believe. So that will be a run scored on Ryan's behalf to make it 4-0. Trey will make it over to third, and Noah was recorded out at second. And Bryce making it on a fielder's choice.
Two-0 count so far with Jarrett. Three-0 count with Jarrett now. Maybe to take this next pitch, or
I'd probably say so.
Pitch really swing.
I would probably say so because he hasn't thrown me a strike yet. I want to be sure that he throws me a strike first.
There was.
Especially when me and you played. I know our playing days are over now, but whenever I played, I got into a 3-1. Sometimes 3-1, but also 3-0 all the time. I always wanted to see a strike.
There's a walk from here.
And now you'll have the leadoff hitter back up. Ramsey and Duncan hit now. Ramsey, according to the official scorebook, or my official scorebook, he is 1 for 1 on the day, being hit by a pitch on his first at bat, not counting as an official at bat. So with a single in his second at bat, that'll be counting as 1 for 1 on the day. He does have a run scored and an RBI, so he's doing good for such a young ball player. So that'll be counted as a ball. 2 strike taken. Ramsey's putting up a fight up there, and he has a full count according to the scoreboard here. See what comes of it. Maybe we can get a good result. That'll be a block. Trey coming to score. Making the lead 5-0. Bryce Young will go over to third now. Jarrett going to second base. And I do believe that we are changing pitchers here. We've had a call to the bullpen. So far today, I'm very impressed with the Trojans' effort. Like I said, to repeat the score again, 5-0 in the bottom of the third. Trojans coming off a big win. I'm sure Mr. Deep and Caleb already mentioned this. Trojans coming off a huge win, 16-0 over Eccles County Tuesday afternoon. Only going 4 innings. Ian throws a no-hitter in this game, only throwing 45 pitches. So, I mean, don't be surprised if we were to see Ian maybe in the late innings of this game, possibly the middle relief pitcher. And now we're back to action here. We have Cameo Blankenship at the plate now. Oh, hit hard, and he lines out to the third baseman. That'll end it here. We're going to the top of the fourth. Trojans lead 5-0. We'll be returning to action right after this.
What y'all got going?
The Trojans did add a run to that. Did add a run to their self in the bottom of the third. I mean, overall, yet again, I'll say it again. We can't say it enough. I'm very impressed with their efforts right now, especially playing a higher caliber baseball team in Dodge County.
Me too, Jay. It's been a good day. I apologize for having to step away.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure Mr. Deep is up there helping Mike, I'm sure, and he'll be back down here come soon. High fly ball coming out to left field. Bryce is under it. Now I have Chip Burks up at the plate now.
Strike one. We missed last pitch, Jake. That brings the count to a 1-2. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I do believe he hit. The best I can tell. You know, Kev, that always seems to have affected the Trojans in one way or the other. We're either getting hit or we're either hitting someone.
You're right, Jake. But like you say, we're either ball magnets, or either or like you say, hitting people.
It always really seems to go either way. Swing and a miss. Ball filed back.
Look like maybe over onto Jimmy Clark's softball field.
Yes, you're exactly right. Nice, very nice pitch.
Strike 3.
Like I said, I mean, it doesn't seem like his velocity has slowed down. I mean, his location is on key right now.
Very much, I think we made a comment last home game of it, maybe being, his best appearance so far that we have seen this season.
Mm-hmm.
I think today you could put today's appearance right there with the last home game as of right now, anyway.
Yes, as of right now, he does have a shutout. He is, as of right now, mimicking his last outing.
Rounder down to second base, Harrison
fumbled it.
Makes a throw to first, and he is out at first.
Nice play. And then when we go into the bottom of the fourth, Trojans will try to add some insurance runs.
Jay, let's go back on the point Mr. Dean made earlier about the facilities here at Trojan Baseball Field and over at Jimmy Clark's field, because a lot of the same things took place during the summer. The upgrading, or whatever you want to say, from as John showing us the scoreboard, to and then we talked about the shelter thing up behind home plate. That's another new thing. We also have I guess we want to call it out black tarp out in center field. It's Telfair County Troop.
I guess if you want to get kind of technical with it, I mean, the best name I can think of for it is fence cover. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Fence cover.
And also now from dugout to dugout we have poles with net instead of having that.
Yeah, instead of having that. To be brutally honest, I mean this field needed a makeover by all means.
Yes.
The fence was starting to get some holes in it. They did a great job of like landscaping makeover as well. That net is so much better. The fence was having holes in it. It was all beat up. It was disformed in different places. These changes that they've made have made this facility look so much better.
Very much. Foul ball down the left field line. I think that's Ian Blankenship.
I do believe so. Did he strike out? Look, I believe.
I think so.
Put a backwards K in the book for Ian.
Ryan Dobson now back up at the plate. Pitcher set. Line in the pitch. Oh, high for ball one.
Looked like kind of an up and in pitch there.
From our viewpoint here, Jake, it appeared to be an off-speed pitch.
You're right. Hit hard down the line. Great job by Ryan there. Kept it inside the third base line, coming in for an easy double. Coming in as a courtesy runner, I was correct a while ago. That will be number 13, Jacob Mullis. Trey Bass coming in. Let's see if old Trey can make it 3 for 3. As Mike made mention a while ago, of course, I mean, we played small ball today, got a good many runs, but also Trey is, of course, our overall power hitter of the team. Got 5 home runs on the year. But of course, I do believe that was he just hit or intentionally walked?
Trey was hit by the pitch.
Hit by the pitch. Well, of course, it would be nice to see some. It would be nice to see some more power here. But of course, if we do see a home run, let's let it go a little further that way down the line.
That's right. Swing and a miss by Noah Harrelson. Grounder down to the first baseman. The first baseman picks it up and steps on first base for the out. Runners advance to second and third.
That'll go down in the books as a 3 unassisted for putting out Noah there.
Now batting will be number 1, Harrison Wood, playing second base today. Pitch inside, called ball 1.
Swing and a miss on strike 1. There are 2 outs, but we have 2 good base runners on base here, so we actually need to get them in.
Yes, we do. We need those. We need every room we can get.
That's all Harrison's got to do is find some grass.
Grounder down to the second baseman. Second baseman makes a throw over first, and he will be called out at first. That will end the inning.
You know, Heather, just to kind of comment on what we just saw here, you know, to be honest, like I said, I'm very impressed. Last time we checked the power rankings, the Trojans, well, I made mention of this during the pregame show with Mike, we're sitting right outside that top 8, which gets that first round bye. That top 8 will get the first round bye and host both of their rounds of the playoffs. Also, with us sitting at 9th, we're doing a good job right now for what time in the season we are in. But as of right now, if we really would have picked up this huge win against Dodge, that would really do us a favor and actually put us up in the upper echelon of the single teams who have gained a good bit of points.
That's right, Jacob. And, it's always good when you're sitting in one of those top 8 spots and get that first round bye. It gives you a little more time to prepare, and also you get that home field advantage.
And honestly, that honestly brings up a memory of what Coach Mercer told us in a post game show before. He had made mention that on the road, this is not the sunny side of this stat. On the road, 1 win. Here at home, 1 loss. You see the point I'm trying to make here? I mean, there's something about a home field advantage that affects every sports team. But like with us, I mean, it really helps.
It does. And, like I believe I told TJ, I believe it was, that, you're always going to play better at home, 9 times out of 10.
Oh yeah, I mean, because it's your field, you know the terrain. It's like it's your people here cheering you on. I mean, it's the other team coming in here, not knowing the environment, not knowing how this place plays. Hope so.
Pitch from Ryan. Swing and miss, strike 1. No, excuse me. Well, yeah, strike 1, but also the count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2.
I will have to admit, Caleb, I mean, this is a fun place. I mean, this method right here is fun, but also you got to think that it's kind of a change from being up there with Mike because, I mean, you need some sunglasses out here. I made mention just by the way the field plays for the third baseman and the left fielder. They're staring into the sun, and, I mean, you know it's hard for them, and you know it's hard for us here as well.
Swing and miss, strike 3. 2 down now for the Trojans.
Caleb, let's also kind of comment on Ryan. I mean, up here in the offseason, he had to kind of make a decision about like what he wanted to do more. He's pretty much stepped away from the catching role here and gone straight to pitching because, you think last year he was our star catcher and basically pitched on the side. He's thrown the catching away pretty much and just solely focused on pitching, and he's come in and virtually is the ace at the staff, if you ask me.
Yeah, because he's thrown the majority of our home games.
But I'm taking nothing away from Ian. Just like I said a while ago with him throwing that no-hitter. I mean, you can't not be good and throw a no-hitter, you know what I mean?
Right. And that pitch brings the count now to 1-2. And now
That'll be 3-3.
Jay, your thoughts so far today on the game?
I've enjoyed this game. I really have. I mean,
it has been a really good game.
I made mention to Mike that the Trojans were pretty much coming off a big win with Eccles. I keep mentioning Eccles, but this right here is a big win. I mean, of course, Eccles' baseball program is on the up and up, but this is just momentum for us. We're coming off that big win with Eccles, putting up a 16 spot, and then coming in today, we got 5 on the board so far. But I mean, we're just, to me, I think we're feeding off the momentum that we got in that game with Ian. I mean, the game didn't last very long, so we didn't have time to tire out. And I do believe that we're bringing the stored energy from the Eccles game over into this.
Left field number 9, Bryce Young.
that'll be a fly out to center field for Bryce Young. Putting it down in the scorebook as an F8.
Now back to Jared Dawson. First pitch. Called struck one. Ball one. Again, that sun's beginning to move down.
Yeah.
Becoming more and more in our eyes.
One time that sun was pretty even with the high yellow bar on the fence. It is now gone below it.
Line of the pitch. High for ball two.
And honestly, if you think, I mean, especially with daylight savings time now on through now, we're getting into spring. It's around this time, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was beginning to get dark.
It was. Left center field. The left fielder is under for number 2.
F7 going down in the scorebooks here.
Jacob, as the left fielder, playing at this time of the year, as we made a comment just a while ago, the sun, it's in your eyes. And just picture putting the baseball, right in the middle of the sun.
You're
It's
right.
hard to see.
You're right.
Ground to third, throw to first, will get him out.
5-3 put out will end the 5th inning. Yeah, I do believe, I'm not running you off, but I do believe that you said you were going to go pay Mike a visit. And of course, right after this, right after the game is over with this broadcast here, I'm going to run back up there with Mike as well, because I've got a post-game interview to do.
That's right. Well, I'm sure Mike has some questions if you did want to stay. But I do know what you're saying.
Coming into the 6th now, the Trojans seem to have a hold on things a little bit. Let's hope that they can actually keep hold of it here and actually not start to take their foot off Dodge's neck.
That's right. Yeah. Again, like I said earlier, we need all the insurance runs we can get.
Oh yeah. You hear people make the comment about no run is safe in baseball and softball. You think it's an over-exaggeration, but it's not.
No. The game can change in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
And before the inning starts, I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. B.
Going to the radio side there.
Well, Jacob, I feel a little bit like Skip Carey and Don Sutton and all of the go from television to radio, man. How's it going?
So far, I've actually had a blast out here. It's all pretty cool. I've been looking straight forward and also judging by the computer here.
And I think we've had a good broadcast, and the ball game has really gone kind of quickly. The Trojans playing a good ball game this afternoon.
They really are. I made the mention to Caleb that, of course, the Trojans have hit 5 runs and seem to have come to a standstill. But by all means, I think the 5 runs is a good cushion for playing Dodge County here. But like I told him, let's not hope that they begin to take their foot off the neck, because let's be honest, they've done it before and squeaked out some wins.
Exactly. I tell you though, I haven't had a chance this year to see Ryan Dobson pitch but once, and watching him today from behind the home plate area, guy's got some good stuff.
He does. He really has.
Great delivery, good breaking pitches. Looks like a fly ball to center field. Caught by, I believe it was a center fielder. Who is that? We got Jake center. Is that Trey?
Number 24, Trey Bess.
So that's one out. I want to say one of the things too. Ryan's pitched a good game. If been some good defensive plays today.
There has.
And watching Trey, he got a good jump on that ball. The right fielder was going to back him up at the same time. Been a couple of good plays on the infield today, so he's had some good defense behind him.
Oh, yes, without a doubt. And Ryan knows that. I mean, Ryan's not one of those pitchers that wants to go mono with somebody. I mean, he's kind of like, just make an old reference here, like Oral Hershiser. He made a comment before about trying to be a throw it hard in there, trying to see if you can hit this. He said it's not just me and the batter. He said I got 8 other guys behind me.
Exactly. I believe that was a base hit down the left side. Ryan's pitched a good game. Jacob, you've had the opportunity to watch a lot of the ball games this year. And again, like I say, besides Ryan Dobson, who are a couple of other pitchers, if we got in a pinch today that we could actually call on?
Well, just like I made mention to Mike at the beginning of the game, that of course we had the blowout win of Eccles County Tuesday with only going 4 innings, winning 16-0. I'll say yet again, congratulations. We'll be going out to Ian Dobson. If we would have had broadcasted that game, Ian would have gotten the player of the game because he threw a no-hitter.
Right.
And he only threw 45 pitches.
Is that Blankenship?
Yeah, Ian Blankenship only throwing 45 pitches Tuesday. So I'm pretty sure that, of course, I mean, he's got a 2-day rest.
Right.
Coming into today, if you want to go middle relief with him,
you could have.
You really can, because I think with just 45 pitches, I mean, I think if you look at the pitch rule, I think that's only like a 1-day rest period.
Right.
So, I mean, Ian could be fresh and ready to go if need be. But as of right now, I mean, Ryan's doing his own thing out there.
Ryan has that. He did walk that batter, so there are runners on first and second. And I believe 1 out. Be nice to get the pitcher's best friend the double play, but looks like there's going to be a little powwow on the mound here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kind of see what kind of strategy. And probably, what do you think they're talking about on the mound there, Jacob?
Well, I mean, as of right now, Ryan hasn't surrendered many walks. I mean, he's hit, I know, at least 2 batters. Of course, I mean, that looks like Coach Mazzell out there. Yeah, that is Coach Mazzell. He's going out there and just trying to get Ryan to just get his head straight, get back on the same page with Ramsey, and just actually try to calm down a little bit, slow things down for him.
Exactly. Get him back to just throwing strikes, and as you said, let that defense work behind him well.
Now, batting number 19.
I was going to say, though, Jacob, in terms of looking at this, a lot of things going on in the world of sports we'll have to talk about in a few minutes.
Oh, yes.
Got a stretch in the pitch. Looked like a pretty good pitch from here.
Oh, yes. Mike had made mention in the earlier innings, around the 3rd, I believe, Ryan's control was doing great at the moment, and I don't think he's wearing off any as of right now. But he did at one time have 4 consecutive strikes where he got right on that outside corner, especially when you're aiming for a specific corner, especially on the outside to a right-handed batter, going 4 straight pitches just like that. I mean,
and that off-speed pitch or that curve. I had a chance to see that curve a minute ago. A lot of them dropped out of that thing, don't it?
Ryan has a great curveball. It's just like it's falling off this table that we're sitting at.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
And, having played ball, which I know you played some high school ball, Jacob, that curveball, man, that can be hard to sometimes, can't it?
Oh, you're exactly right. I mean, and really the preferred method of attacking a curveball that I've always heard is to really, excuse me, the preferred method for really attacking a curveball that I've always been taught and heard of is to step up to the front of the box and try to throw your hands out there before it actually takes that break. And so if you were to just take that break away from it, it's really just like hitting a fastball.
Exactly. 2 outs, by the way. Strikeout on that last one. I believe that old curve got it.
It was.
And now we just started 0-1. So apparently the talk from the Coach Mizell must have helped out a little bit on this last game. 2 outs here, 2 runners on, a slight jam. Probably the worst jam of the day, I would think, for Ryan.
I would say so, yeah.
Got runners on first and second here, the top of the 6th inning. A pretty fair crowd come in from Dodge, and a good crowd for the Trojans as well.
Without a doubt.
A long look in by Dobson. And it looks like a base hit. That could score a run. There could be a play at the plate. And they cut it off beforehand, so that makes it a 5-1 game with runners on first and second. Dodge playing it very conservative on the base path.
Oh, yes.
If I can say that. Base path. Say that 5 times fast. 9 times quick. We got 2 outs. We want to hold right here, guys. We don't want to give up any more runs if we can.
I know, you're exactly right. And, you know, if Ryan does seem to be wearing down a little bit, which, I mean, he's showing signs of it right
Just
now.
a
But, I
little
mean, of
bit.
course, we can go back and say that, of course, I mean, Ryan's not the only available guy out there, like we said a while ago.
Knowing Ryan, though, and having heard a lot of the games that you guys have done on the radio, he's a competitor. He's going to want to finish this game, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Fastball had a little zip on that one.
I mean, just to really put it into straight, if you want to call it ball terms or street terms, Ryan is a baller. I mean, Ryan's a competitive little
Exactly.
joker.
Looks like the count is, what, about 2-2?
2-2, yes.
We can get one more strike here. Let's get out of this thing.
Oh,
Close pitch. From the outfield, it looked like a good pitch.
yeah.
Looks like a full count. Runners will probably be going from first and second. And he walks, so the bases are loaded, and for the first time today, we can say the potential tying run for Dodge is at the plate. Looks like there's going to be a little talk over the mound amongst the players. I don't see the coaches coming out yet, Jacob.
And I do believe it's just going to be a talk amongst the players. And you know, Mr. D, I'm actually remiss to forget to say this as well. I mean, Jared Dodson really hasn't got a lot of time on the mound this year, too. Ryan's little brother. I mean, Jared's got one heck of an arm on him as well. I mean, I do believe, just by talking to one of the players, Coach Mazel's daddy, Griff, has clocked some of the players. Of course, you saw him sitting up there behind y'all, clocking some of the pitches. I do believe one of the players had told me that the highest velocity that Jared had been clocked at in a practice was 86.
Good gosh. No, is he a freshman?
Jared's a sophomore.
Sophomore, so he's still growing.
He's still growing, of course. I do believe they said they had Jared at around 86, and Ryan around really the same speeds, anywhere from 84 to 87.
Foul ball out of play. I tell you, once you hit in the high 80s and low 90s, that's major league material
Yes.
as far as speed. Okay, Dodge County batter stepped out. Looks like Ryan is going to a regular windup instead of the stretch here. And the Dodge, they're playing a little cat and mouse game. The Dodge batter steps out. Now he's back in. The wind of the pitch. It's like a fly ball. Caught right in front of us here by Bryce Young. For out number 3, I believe our cameraman got a good shot of that.
Oh, yes.
So at the end of the middle of the 6th inning, your Trojans are up 5-1. Jacob, just a couple of things is we're going to do a little promo. Again, even though this is kind of a test run, anybody would like to check out the website for this new company we have called Deep Productions. You can go all lowercase letters, www.deepproductions, all one word, LLC, deepproductionsllc.com. We're in the process of making a website. We have a few things up. If we use this as a little something for some prospective sponsors to come on board, we'd be glad to have them. I know the Merchants and Citizens Bank has already expressed a big interest in doing it. Jeff McGee, president over there, appreciate all he's done and support. Of course, Mike over there. I happen to know the owner of Deep and Deeper Cleaning, so I wonder if there's any relationship there.
I wonder.
They're probably going to help with the sponsorship, and so this is the new venture for Telfair. We hope to be able down the line to live stream the game, Jacob, and I think that would be something that the people of Telfair would enjoy.
Oh, yes, and as, of course, we've talked before, especially with us being out here, really out here beyond the fence. I mean, we are a good distance away from a strong internet connection. So, I mean, like we said, we're in testing.
But and like we say, if we get that internet connection, hopefully that would be something that would be good, that would be able to do, especially when we hit softball season and then football to be able to do that. But even doing it on what we used to call a tape delayed basis, though there's no more tape,
Right.
but a delayed basis. Looks like a hit over into the corner. He's rounding first, going into second with a stand-up double. Let's see if we can get that run back, guys, and get a little bit of insurance.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, to be able to bring the games live to people would be great. But even on this delayed basis, talking to a couple of buddies of mine that are on here, Mr. Roy Best, one of them, saying that he would love that if we're able to do this, that he has relatives outside of Georgia that have never been able to see like his son Trey play. And so, you know, being on YouTube and some of these other forms of media, they'd be able to see it and see the relatives. So we're looking forward to hopefully a good thing.
And by all means, I mean, people should be happy about this because, I mean, some people see all the benefits, but also you got to show people all the benefits as well because, I mean, you think, especially with YouTube and the website, I mean, that widens the audience by folds.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. And we're looking forward to it. We're also got some things in the work as far as some podcasts, both of a sports interest and local interest. And there'll be a number of community people we'll be contacting in the coming weeks to try to see if we can get something monthly going with them on podcasts. And then, of course, our ever-famous breakfast biscuits and balls that we did for the radio. We'd like to maybe expand that into a podcast as well. So we may name it something else. That's too much to say.
You can actually credit that, if you want to call it temporary, you credit that name to Mike.
There you go. Looks like a fly ball. Way back. Oh, looks like he dropped it. Got 1-run score. That was a hard throw to the plate. It's going to be late, so that makes it 6-1 Trojans. And again, I know once we start this and we get sponsorships, I know that our technical director, John, won't be hearing me talking to him much, but did you get a good shot on that? So that's what I say. That's what I'd love to be able to see this. That's a great shot.
Oh yes, without a doubt. And I know, Mr. Deep, this right here is a test, but just a curious question here, of course. I mean, if it is possible, I mean, do you think trying to get, of course, this is being recorded, trying to get an interview of Coach Mercer with us?
One of the things that, again, we probably won't do it tonight.
That's fine.
But one of the things that we're looking at, especially if we do a pregame or a coach's show, is that we've got a green screen ordered. So that basically what we can do is put the Trojan logo or sponsor logo on the green screen behind the coach. And we can do that pregame or postgame once we get everything, all the bugs, started with it, so out of it. It's just a learning process, and again, before we get into sponsorships, we want to make sure we have a good product. And let's see, high fly on the infield. Boy, the pitcher and catcher almost had a little problem with it, but it looks like pitcher got it. Usually, Jacob, in a case like that, usually the pitcher tries to direct traffic a little bit, doesn't he?
You're right, and of course, I mean, in that certain type of situation too, you can get dangerous collisions in there as well. Because, I mean, the lesson of call it should not be underestimated.
Exactly. Now, is that Trey batting now?
I believe that is Trey.
I'm going to make sure that I'm watching the truck. I'm sure that ball could be heading in our direction in a minute.
Let's see.
So you see me dive over the equipment, but you ought to get a good shot at that.
So that'll put Ryan as popping out to the pitcher, right,
Yes.
Mr. D? Okay.
There's a long fly ball. It goes past the left fielder. That's extra bases. You got him on second. Trey making hay. Now looks like he's caught the run down. He's going to make it to third. Little middle error by the Dodge County player. Looks like they let him get away. So with that, let's double check that scoreboard. I believe that's going to be, what, 7-1?
7, I believe.
7-1 Trojans here.
So are we crediting Trey with a double?
I think you go with a double and then an error to get to the third base. Because the throw was a little bit behind. I believe we'd have to go back and check behind the shortstop. Just a little bit behind. Noah Harrelson up there getting ready to bat. Let's try to get another run here. What is the run rule as far as it goes after 6 innings there, Jacob? Is it 8 after 6?
You know, I think once you hit the 6th, I seriously wonder if run rule goes out. It may, because I think if you get past 5, you have to go the full 7.
Go ahead and go to 7. Okay. Noah Harrelson's up there to bat. Trojans trying to get a little insurance run.
But I will have to say, the last home game that we had, we did stop in the 6th because we ended up having a 10-0 win.
Okay.
But I do believe that if there is a 10-run rule in 6, we'd have to get to 11.
Exactly. Nice hit. Comes to the left fielder. And a hit. Bless his heart. He had a little trouble gathering. I think that sun is giving that left fielder fits, and I can certainly see that. We're having to shield our faces with it as well. Another run scores. That makes it 8-1. Trojans up by 7. And again, good ball game for him.
I actually made mention to Mike that, of course, with Jarrett trying to catch a ball early in the game,
Right.
and with this left fielder, of course, I mean, with me having played out here my 1 year of high school ball, this left field is pointed right at the sun.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Even with sunglasses, it's got to be. It's got to be. They're going to make a change in left field, and going to bring a new left fielder out here along with another pair of sunglasses. Mike was mentioning while we have just a break in the action here over on the radio side, Jacob, that Dodge has a pretty big game tomorrow. He was telling me. I think they're playing Blakely County, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not that they kind of overlooked Telfair. I don't think anybody's going to do that. Telfair's played a good game, but you do wonder because they, as I understand it, Dodge hadn't lost at home this year.
I don't believe so.
There's another ball. Looks like it's going to be over on the right field side out of play.
And as far as I know, I think we only have one loss at home, I believe.
And there's a lot of baseball still left to be played as we get ready to head towards the schools having spring break and going into April. In fact, there's a couple during spring break, if I'm not mistaken.
I do believe so.
Looks like a strike. Ball was tipped off. I believe that'll be 2 strikes on it. Let's check that scoreboard here. Yep,
I believe that's
2 strikes. And the pitch. Bouncer over. Looks like they tried to get 2 on that one. And they got the fielder's choice, so that's going to make a second out of the inning, I believe. Is that correct, Jacob?
Yes.
So 2 outs. Runner on first for the Trojans. They've had another good inning here.
That was Harrison reaching on that fielder's choice, I believe.
Right. It looks like there's a small break. It looks like the coach may be getting ready to maybe make a little change up there in the lineup. I know you know the PA announcer, so we'll have to see what.
We number 11, Evan Adams.
And Evan has come in today as a pinch runner as well, hasn't he?
He has, and I now that'll put him batting for Bryce, I believe. Or batting in Bryce's spot.
But yeah, I'm looking at this ball game, as you say, from the left field perspective, and that sun is brutal out here. All righty. Let's see how Evan does. Players, outfielders at the regular depth, not playing too far back. Infielders have got the shortstop playing back a little bit. Swing. And I missed that one, Jacob. Did that one go out of play?
I heard it hit something. It hit the fence somewhere. It must have been off to the side over there in left field.
But the runner, yeah, I'm thinking that may have been a foul ball. No?
I'm hearing some people through my mic saying, was that ball fair?
They're going to bring them back. I think that was a foul ball. Doesn't look like there's too many people arguing.
No,
with
it doesn't look like. I was going to say, if you don't know, just bring him back.
You know, one of the things on our next broadcast, do you think the tent that we have might help with the sun out here a little bit?
It probably could. I mean, if you lower it enough.
And again, I don't think that would interfere with their line of sight, would it?
No, not in the tent. And also, you got to think too with that tent, what caused actually protection for us out here as well.
The third baseman, he was able to stop the ball, but he wasn't able to make a play. So the Trojans have 2 runners on base. 8-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trying to add a little bit of insurance. Looks like the Dodge County Indians are all going to the mound. Have a little talk. Our runner at second's going to go in, talk to the coach for a minute. While we have a couple of minutes here, Jacob, as far as the post game, I know there's a lot of heroes for the Trojans tonight. If we hold on, any ideas about who you might see as your player of the game?
You know, let me run down it right quick and see. Let's see.
Because I know Ryan Dobson has had a big day as far as some of the hits and all, and of course his pitching today. Again, as we take a look at Trojan baseball here on the screen.
You know, Mr. Deep, there are 2 people that are sticking out as favorites here. Of course, Ryan got it not very long ago, and the last player of the game that I gave out was Trey.
Right.
And Trey could be a repeat winner because Ryan is sitting at, let's see,
He's pitched 6 innings.
He's pitched 6 innings. He's done a great job on the mound. Offensively, Ryan is sitting at 2 for 3, and Trey is sitting at 3 for 3.
So he's had both of them had some pretty good days.
Ryan has scored 2 runs, and so has Trey. But also, if you want to look at a deciding factor as well, if you want to give it to Ryan, you could also argue that he's put on such a show on both sides, offensively and defensively.
Oh, wow, it's kind of crazy.
No.
How do you think it's going?
I was just kind of talking to John, who's been kind of watching us a little bit with camera. We have about 20 minutes left on the battery, so they better hurry up with this ball.
Oh, yeah, they might.
Guys, could y'all please speed up, Jay? So we'll see.
You know, Mike, Mr. D.
I've been called worse.
You know,
No, call me the professor.
And you know, you made mention of the tent a while ago. Yes, that really would help with the sun, but also as it goes down, it will lower below the tent. But also consider if a home run is hit, it's protection. It's protection overhead.
That's not a bad idea. You know, except for the camera.
Except for that, yeah.
They're on this wonderful platform that we have rigged up called the truck.
Yeah.
The tailgate.
Wonderful platform made courtesy of Dodge.
There you go. Well, ain't courtesy of them. I'm paying for this truck. Oh, courtesy of M&C who financed it.
Yeah,
We
courtesy of
appreciate
M&C.
M&C.
Fine sponsor. Fine potential sponsor.
There you go. 1 ball, no strikes. New pitcher in for Dodge. He's into the stretch. Runners on first and second in the pitch. Like a off-speed pitch. Just a little mistimed by the batter. And the hole, I believe, 0-2. And the pitch. Got the bat out in front of it, but I believe that's a foul ball. Runners will have to go back. Well, Jacob, when we have a little break, if we get a break between the 6th and 7th innings, I want to hear some of your ideas about the Final Four coming up as far as who might possibly go into it this weekend. Another foul ball. And again, batter hanging in there tight. Pitcher's working quick. He knows our battery's running down. Another swing and a hit, but a foul. Tell you what, he's really hanging in there. Who is that batter for us, Jacob?
I do believe that is Jarrett Dobson.
Jarrett's up there. And Jared's played a little third base today. Is that correct?
Yes, he has been playing at third.
He made a couple of good plays earlier tonight on a couple of hard hit balls.
He has.
Lights have just been turned on here at Trojan Field.
Yeah, Mr. D, well, we make the comment about, we say freshman and sophomore. A lot of people would think that they're unseasoned ball players. But you got to think about with this being the age of travel ball.
Yeah.
And you also got to think about that. I mean, a lot of people are against it. Some people love it. But with that comes the benefits of once you come into high school, you are a better seasoned player.
You're right.
And 3/4 of these people out here for us are travel ball players, and that's why at such a young age they're so good.
And these freshmen and sophomores have played against hard competition and older players in that travel ball. And plus, our rec department's done a good job, and the middle school's done a great job as well. Ball 4. So you're right, Jacob. Again, that does help. Kind of gives us an idea as to, again, they're not overwhelmed when they play somebody that's a 14 or 15-year-old plays a 17 or 18-year-old.
You're exactly right.
All right. Starting pitcher, number 5, Ramsey Hancock.
And Ramsey's coming up. He was hit by a pitch earlier today. He's been on base a couple of times. And let's see what we got. No balls, 1 strike. And the wind-up and the pitch. Looks like another strike, strike 2. The runners take their lead. Be nice to get a 2-out hit here. Ball was pitched a little bit low. The pitcher for Dodge County, Jacob's, going at a very fast pace here this evening.
You're exactly right. He really is, and he does kind of remind me of Ryan via the tempo.
Very Okay, there's a hit to the left field side. Must have gone foul. Boy, that would have cleared the bases if it had been fair. John, from a technical standpoint, I know we have a little time left on the camera. Is there another battery that we would put on or something? Okay. If we need to do that between innings, or if you think we got enough time, we can do either way. And the wind of the pitch. Looks like a ball.
At the break between innings, I'll comment on your Final Four thing.
Yeah, well, I definitely want to hear a little bit about it. We're also, I think, we'll be talking all things sports on Saturday with a little podcast.
There's lots of surprises in
I was going to say, we're going to have a bunch to talk about, including the mystery name. We got to come up with a new one.
So many people's brackets have been busted.
Virginia just had to lose to number 16. What was that little college out of Baltimore, Maryland County or something?
I think so, yeah.
I'd never heard of it.
The glare from the sun is...
How's the glare? Is it messing up the picture a little bit? Oh my gosh. Now guys, it's kind of... Do not adjust your sets. Well, this will be a more learning thing. We may have to try something like. And looks like strike 3. So we go to the top of the 7th with the good guys up 8-1, 3 outs to go. You got to hold them Trojans as we go to the top of the 7th inning. And again, it's been a great time and a great first broadcast. John, as far as the sun, I know, like I said, we're talking very informally on this broadcast. Do you think a tent would help a little bit or something, or a cover? That might be something we'll look at and see, because it's looked like if you have to go in another direction a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of eerie. What's that? That's okay. But Jacob, when you take a look at the Final Four coming up, any particular team you kind of like as we're getting ready to see what's going to be some crazy basketball starting tomorrow night? Is it tomorrow or Saturday?
I want to think it may be Saturday, but I could be wrong. You know, to be honest, there's so many teams that I thought that would be making it a good way into the tournament are gone.
I know.
Like Virginia, North Carolina.
That North Carolina took a beat the other day.
They did. North Carolina really did. I was surprised to see them gone.
Oh, the North Carolina game, one of the announcers said, North Carolina losing like they did in Charlotte is like Ric Flair losing the world championship in Charlotte. So that's where he's from. So,
And, you know, to be honest, I mean, I haven't followed the basketball tournament that much, so I mean, and I'm really not. And I haven't really followed that much.
I wait till the Sweet 16.
I waited till the Sweet 16 to really look at it, and I really wasn't surprised about the opening round when you see Oklahoma lose to Rhode Island. And I always thought Oklahoma, well, not Oklahoma in general, but Trae Young, their star player. I mean, I told Caleb that kid's overrated.
Yeah.
And he really is, and he's decided to go into the NBA draft, and it's a lot of
Will he
NBA.
be a first-round pick, or will he go down to the second, you think?
It wouldn't surprise me if he went into the second. There's been some NBA scouts even talk about, have said that this is their words, not mine. One scout, they didn't name the team, but he made the quote, "I would not take that kid in the lottery round."
Wow. So there you go. So that tells you something right there, these scouts. Well, I tell you, the teams that don't surprise me are some of the old reliables. Duke is always going in there.
Yeah, Duke is exactly right. And see, I've always loved Duke, and always my go-to pick is always Duke. To be honest, that's because, I mean, you can't argue with consistency, and you can't argue with talent.
That's exactly it. And coaching.
And coaching, yes.
Great coaching. Ball one to the Dodge batter. Here's where the last inning, top of the seventh. Trojans. Oh, yeah, the pitchers come back. We got a great cameraman.
Oh, yes.
The Trojans are up 8-1, hoping to, let's get a 1-2-3 inning, then I can go get me something warm to drink. I'm getting a little cool out here, boys.
I am too.
There's a swing and a foul ball.
And we don't need to forget that Ian has came in to try to close it out.
Thank you for noticing that change. Ian Blankenship is now your pitcher. Ryan Dobson did pitch 6 strong innings. A great job tonight. Looks like that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right again, Jacob, like I said, looks like the outfielders are playing at normal depth here. Second base and short playing about where they normally would. So.
And also another thing we'll talk about Saturday as well, that you mentioned Kentucky, and that I've pretty much myself dubbed it the one and done university.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they recruit them, they stay a year, maybe 2, and then they're gone. It's kind of like the minor leagues for the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And Telfair makes no bones about it. He'll take them. Foul down the first base line.
You know, to be honest, I mean, you really give credit to Duke and with Coach K. I mean, of course, one of the better players on Duke is Grayson Allen, despite his tripping fouls. I mean, the
Great
kid,
ball player.
the kid's a great basketball player, and you got to give credit to him. He has stayed all 4 years.
Looks like we've walked him. Let's go give him some free runners now, guys. Runner at first base. Nobody out for the Dodge County Indians. Trojans up 8-1. So again, right now, no need to panic, but let's don't give them any hope. Trojans need to go ahead and get out of this inning and head on to the house with a victory. Tell you what, looking into the future, Jacob, we got Charlton County coming up
On the
on Tuesday
27th.
here at Trojan Field, what should be a really huge ball game. Charlton always a good opponent and always are so competitive in every single sport. And again, that in Region A, they have just been on top for so many years in all sports. They're doing a great job, got a great program over there. Trojans, though, have done so well, too, in all sports here, especially over the last 3 to 5 years. As we've said one time, it's almost like the golden age of Trojan sports because there have been so many playoff teams.
And come Tuesday when we play Charlton, I'll take a word out of TJ's book. This will be sort of a revenge game because it was kind of a heartbreaker of a loss down and folks in the a couple of weeks ago. We Trojans went into double digits in the inning count trying to win, and Jarrett sadly gave up a game-winning single.
And so, yeah, it'd be nice to have a big home crowd.
Yeah, especially for this one.
Ian into the stretch and the pitch. And I believe, did he get him on strikes?
I believe so.
Believe he did. Out number 1 of the inning. I'm correct. I'm going to peep over here. Yep, 1 out, 2 to go. Trojans up 8-1 here in the 7th. our battery hanging in just a little bit.
Ethan.
And also, being that we're speaking about baseball as well, come March 29th, a very early opening day for Major League Baseball as well. That'll be a big subject. That'll be a big subject to talk about on Saturday.
Absolutely. And again, bounces to short, goes to first for the second out. I'm excited about the Braves. I know that their spring training, they're not quite 500, but they play pretty good ball overall.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be, I tell you, the pitcher that I want to watch for the Braves, I know everybody likes Julio Teheran and that Fulton Lewis, I believe, but I tell you, I like Sean Newcomb.
Yeah.
I want to see this lefty. He looked, at times last year, he looked like a young Steve Avery from years ago. And so I'm very anxious to see how he comes out and how the Braves as a whole come out. I think they're everyday position players. So that they sent Ronald Acuna down.
Yeah, they did send Ronald Acuna to the minor league.
Not for lack of talent, just to try to get another.
It also comes down. I read this article on the AJC. They said that it did not
Looks
make
like a fly ball. Excuse me, Jacob.
Out of play. I read in the AJC where they said that sending Ronald Acuna back to the minor league camp makes economic sense, but not player sense.
Right.
But and their whole idea is, of course, to get control for another year or so on his contract, which is smart for the Braves. I mean, he'll spend max a month at AAA,
And then we still get that extra year.
And then he'd get that extra year. I mean, he'd only have to go down there and show out for a month at AAA, and that's exactly where they're sending him because that's where he finished last year.
Guy's phenomenal athlete, not even 20 years old.
And I had read in the article where they said that he either was leading the MLB or one of the top hitters in the MLB during the spring training season. Where his average was in the 430s.
Wow.
And he had hit, I think, 5 home runs.
And he was most valuable player, I think, in Arizona Fall.
Yeah, he was the most valuable player in the Arizona Fall League. He was named the 2017 Minor League Player of the Year.
Braves have got some real good things, even though that international scandal got a hold of them a little bit. I don't think it's going to affect them right now.
No, not at all.
All right, we got a runner on second base for Dodge. I believe there's 2 outs. Pitcher Ian Blankenship trying to nail this one down for Dodson. Again, now it's starting to get a little cool. I need to get that long sleeves out. I'm starting to shake a little bit here, so
I'm beginning to sit on my hands.
this is great. John, I just want to show that on the computer we're looking at, it's a great picture.
It's cleared up a lot.
And again, once we get into our regular broadcast, where we're not experimenting, we won't make these comments. But again, did a great job on the camera today. Appreciate your work.
He's really got it at a great angle. I mean, he's catching three people at one time. He's got Bryce out in left, and
I believe that's your ball game, if I'm not mistaken.
it is.
And Jacob, I appreciate your help. I know you got to go do a post-game show over with the radio spot.
Yeah, I do. I've got a couple of notes to ask Coach Mercer about. I mean, I ain't got a big show planned. Of course, Mike's going to ask whatever he wants to ask. I mean, this one's going to be short and sweet because, I mean, this was a big win. It's cold, and we want to go home.
There you go. For those of you that were trying to figure out who the announcers are, here we are. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Again, Jacob, thank you so much. Enjoyed you and Caleb coming in.
Oh, yes, of course.
The Professor Mike Spires will come join us, hopefully, on the podcast. And, if things work out, John, let's see if we can do the Charlton County game this coming Tuesday on behalf of Jacob Harrell and Caleb and Deep Productions. This has been a Deep Productions. Your final score, Trojans 8. Dodge County 1. Any final thoughts, Jacob?
No, I mean, Devon, honestly, my only thoughts is that this was one heck of a game. This was a big W for the Trojans. We're going to pick up some very valuable power points. We're sitting at 9th right now. We're just right outside. We're just right outside the first round bye in the top 8. Just all around, this right here is really going to help us. Big confidence booster and big momentum.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you, Jacob. And again, thanks for those of you that are going to be able to watch this first broadcast. We appreciate it, and we welcome your feedback. And if you go to www.deepproductionsllc.com, you'll see our website that's currently in progress. On behalf of John D., and Jacob Harrell, Caleb Harrell, so long from Trojan Field.